Well, hi, Poison Girls. What you're staring at is nothing right now. It's not very interesting, but I can fix that in 1 second. See what I did there? See? All of a sudden it's much more interesting now, isn't it? Oh, man. Actually, to be honest, I wanted to document this because I've never had that much money in my possession at once. I mean, that is a lot of money. I'm sure you're wondering how much that exactly is. I'm just gonna zoom in on Mr. Benjamin's beautiful face. Even though he's a very dirty boy because he's printed on the freaking $100 bill, but you know, I can forgive him because he's so beautiful. Look at him staring into your eyes. He's just so beautiful. I could get lost in his eyes forever. No, the reason why oh god, I lost my train of thought. I'm just so nervous about having this much money in my possession. It's like, what if this is the day I just happen to get robbed? Like, it's like anyone could rob me on any given day, but this is the day they chose to, so that would be a bad situation. No, the reason I have this much money, actually, let me explain. This is about $3,000. It might look a little bit larger. That's because there's a couple 50s mixed in. Yes, unfortunately, Mr. Grant had to get involved. But it's okay. It's okay. It makes the pile look a lot bigger. Yeah, I went to the bank, withdrew $3,000. They weren't ready for me. So they're like, sorry, man, we can't give you all hundreds, but we can give you some 50s. And that should equal about $3,000, and it did. And I was happy. And I have plans for this much money. Oh my god, I have plans. You're probably wondering, what would a man do with $3,000? The question is, what wouldn't a man do with $3,000? What would you do with $3,000? Not what would you do, but what would you do with? Actually, you know what? What's the most amount of money you've ever had in your possession at once? Just curious. But, no. You want to know what I'm going to do with this $3,000 specifically? I'm going to take Mr. Franklin and his brother, Mr. Fade-Face Franklin, and his brother, Mr. Franklin, and their other friends, Mr. Grant, and we're all going to go freaking to, like, Seattle, and then we're going to go find a dealer, we're going to buy a boulder, and then we're going to, like, pick up some hookers while we're at it. We're going to party like it's the apocalypse and fly straight to the moon in one massive sexual orgy of awesome and ecstasy. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Actually, to be honest, I have another plan for this. And, you probably want to know what I'm actually going to do with $3,000, even though the other thing I just said was far more interesting. Even Mr. Benjamin Franklin agrees with me. Don't you, Mr. Franklin? You agree with me, don't you? See? He just nodded. He agrees. Alright. But no. I'll show you what I'm doing with $3,000. But you're gonna have to give me a second. So you know what? Magical transition! Pachoo! Oh man, it's cold outside, but you see this? You see this? I bet you can't see what I'm seeing right now. So let's take a closer look. Alright, just gonna open the door. And that's what I spent $3,000 on. A radio. But not just any radio. No. This baby right here. Oh, it works. Oh, you don't believe me? Fine. Just gotta get the keys out. Get the keys.
The burger joint.
Oh yeah, baby works.
Saying you can't beat our meat.
You're like, so what's the big deal about a radio that works? Well, to put it frank, in my last radio, in my last car, 91 Buick, basically, it didn't work, so I've been without a car radio for like, I don't know, 1.5 years. So the fact that this baby works. Yeah, that's a huge improvement. And they kind of threw in a car, just so you get a good look. Can't really see it, but you saw the outside of it. Yeah, so now I don't even need my 91 Buick. So, was it worth getting a new radio for $3,000? Totally. The car was just an added bonus. Yep. Alright, later guys.